Fox Business Alert, the air is pouring out of space stocks right now. Rocket Lab's AST Mobile, look at Redwire, down 14% at the moment. It's an ugly day here. You got Voyager down, Intuitive Machines. This after a different kind of air leak triggered a major scare aboard the International Space Station. Several hours ago, NASA ordered astronauts into their Dragon escape craft and told them to shelter in place. The possibility of an emergency evacuation, which, by the way, has been lifted at this hour, was raised after a worsening air leak was detected in the transfer tunnel that connects the Russian segment of the station to the rest of the ISS. While NASA deals with concerns about the aging ISS, the moonshot mission for human presence on the moon is soaring. NASA just awarded a company called Lunar Outpost a $220 million contract for its Pegasus lunar rover. Pegasus will hold 2 crew members and must be able to withstand the extreme temperature swings and the harsh terrain of the lunar surface. Oh, and by the way, it has to be delivered by 2027 and ready for launch in 2028. Joining me now, getting ready for that task, is Lunar Outpost founder and CEO Justin Cyrus. Can you make that deadline, Justin?
Thanks for having me, Liz. Really excited to be here. Especially at this historic moment in space. Yeah. This is a tight deadline. This is a historic type deadline, something you would see during the Apollo era. And really, it's the exact same timeline they had during the Apollo lunar roving vehicle. So for us, we have world-class partners. We have a world-class team here at Lunar Outpost, but General Motors and Goodyear, who have heritage as part of the original Apollo missions, and Leidos are all chipping in and helping us make this pretty tight deadline, and doing it in a way where we're not cutting corners. And frankly, we're going to deliver the first human-rated mobility on the moon in over 60 years.
This is a lunar terrain vehicle. And you mentioned Goodyear. I'm assuming the tires have to be extraordinarily tough. What are the challenges that you're looking at for this?
The lunar surface is extraordinarily difficult to operate in. You don't have any supporting infrastructure. There's no GPS. There's no communications. Your temperature swings are negative 200 degrees Celsius all the way up to plus 200 degrees Celsius, depending whether it's lunar day or night. The lunar dust is electrostatically charged and will stick to everything, including the astronaut suits, which means you have to have dust mitigation plans in place as well. So when you look at those large temperature cycles, when you look at the lunar dust, but you also look at the fact that you have no support a couple 100,000 kilometers away, that is a very difficult challenge to solve. But the exciting part about that and the prospect is all of that technology that we're creating is directly applicable to extreme environments back here on Earth, and sets the stage for the moon base that's going to be put in place by 2030.
They look like futuristic Polarises, ATVs. Justin, you heard earlier on in the show that Elon Musk last night for a JP Morgan event ahead of the SpaceX IPO next Friday had said that he imagines people vacationing on the moon. And he was a little bit more serious before that. He said he wants to set up a solar moon city that's solar powered. For people who are looking at this, shaking their heads and saying, yeah, I don't see that in my lifetime, will they?
I think they will. What we're doing now, and NASA's leading the way, Jared came in, set the tone, set the pace, and said, hey, we're going to get to the moon, and we're going to get to the moon in less than 24 months. We're going to put the moon base down by 2030. So that is the first human settlement, first human sustainable presence on another planetary body ever. And that's by 2030. So by 2035, 2036, you're going to start seeing those small cities on the moon. And what drives that, and what I think Elon touched on a little bit, is commercialization in space. And that's a big part of what we're focused on. It's a big part of what SpaceX is focused on. We're building out the infrastructure now to make that happen. So the Pegasus lunar terrain vehicle you see on the screen now, that's really just the human-rated mobility, and that's step one. Step two is these large-scale space trucks that are going to be building out a lot of those critical components of that city on the moon. Everything from the power to the communications, the habitats, launch and landing pads, everything that's needed for the city. We're testing out a lot of those critical technologies in Pegasus. And then the next step up as part of the second phase of NASA's moon base is our Eagle lunar terrain vehicle, which will help make that city a reality.
Well, somebody's been watching Avatar. I know you've been focusing on this since you were 5 years old. Your dad worked at NASA. Please come back as this progresses. You got a tight deadline, so get to work, Justin. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me, Liz.